Burlington. Most people out there know Burlington for the retail scene, the huge Burlington Mall. It's the biggest mall in pretty much the area. It's where the first Paul Blart Mall Cop movie was filmed. And it's seen some recent upgrades in the past 5 years or so. Like not the mall really itself, well, a little bit, and added some more restaurants and whatnot along the posterior, and the shopping plazas around the Burlington Mall kind of been built up a little bit more than what they had been previously. There's much more to Burlington now than just the retail. For starters, there are numerous parks and over 400 acres of large public green space to enjoy. Now, despite recently developers' attempts to try to take the land and develop it, thankfully they shot that down. So there's Mill Pond, the conservation area. Mary Cummings Park is a pretty cool place, and the trails around there. There's a sculpture park. I haven't been there. I've just read about it from the artists from around the globe, and of course, the Burlington landlocked forest, which you need to go to neighboring Bedford to get access to it. So, but it's a pretty cool spot. A lot of big spaces. There's a big corporate scene here too, headlined by Oracle, Raytheon, Nuance, Keurig, Dr. Pepper. The retail and corporate presence is a large reason why the Burlington taxes are among the lowest in the greater Boston area. Obviously, within the 12-mile kind of within the 12 square miles of Burlington, you'll find more diversity compared to the other suburbs. I think it's roughly like 24% of the 26,000 residents were born outside of the United States. So you're not going to find that really anywhere else. So Burlington has a good amount of things to do and ways to be involved. There are, like many other towns, there's adult and youth sports, including fencing and pickleball. Hot things lately. There's an ice rink there. There's American Legion location, book clubs everywhere, garden club, a really active community theater, and an Indian organization, and an Italian Canadian club. Find that somewhere else. There's an Academy of Creative Arts and more. Unlike many other Greater Boston locations, there's a large movie theater here in Burlington too. Now, gone are the days of like movie theaters being in kind of like close proximity to a lot of people. They're fewer and far between now. Other than Burlington, the next closest movie theater would probably be, other than that little one in Lexington, would be over in Newton or down in Boston, really, unless you want to count the IMAX theater in Reading. But that's only, I think, 2 screens. It's not like your more larger, more traditional movie theater. So, Burlington Public Schools are ranked around 40th in the state, with a student-teacher ratio of 11-1. Teacher retention rate is 91%. There aren't really any trains to catch in Burlington to get you into Boston. There are buses. The schedules are changing, I feel like, every 2 times a year. So, but you could catch a train in neighboring Woburn. They have a big parking lot there. So you drive there, park your car, and take the train in. Pretty easy. Take you about 30-40 minutes. Burlington's location only helps make it even more attractive, along with everything else I've mentioned so far about it. The drive into Boston will only take about a half hour. You can go either by 93 or you can shoot down 95 and head in on the Pike. It's longer, but sometimes there's less traffic because 93 tends to have a lot of traffic. You also have the Route 2 option, especially if you need to go to Cambridge. But you can go park at Alewife and take the T into Boston on the Red Line. That'll be total. It'll take you close to about an hour or so, but you're only driving half the way. The other half you're hanging out on the train. So you don't have to worry about parking in Boston or trying to find parking in Cambridge, whether it's quarters or you have to use the app, and pain in the butt sometimes. Burlington is great for people that want to go up to New Hampshire too, and Maine. Whichever outdoorsy place you want to hang out at. You don't have to sit in traffic like as if you were coming from like the more southern part of the greater Boston area, because I mean you're still going to hit some traffic around the 93 95 interchange where Woburn is next town over, but you know it's not going to be that bad, and you're not going to risk hitting stuff in like Newton or around the Pike or anything. So because of the corporate presence in Burlington and neighboring Woburn, there are many hotels in Burlington and Woburn. um, you know, there's the private plane companies that fly in and out of Hanscom Field, and on the other side in neighboring Bedford, you know, the Celtics also fly out of here. You know, you can go cheer them on whether they're leaving or coming. You know, I've never done that though because they fly late at night and I'm old and tired. So Burlington neighborhoods have the typical suburbia look and feel. Most are pretty kind of vanilla looking, but hey, people like vanilla too. You know, I like vanilla sometimes. You know, there's a moderate amount of new construction that's going on the past 5 years. About 50 single family homes, and all those have gone for over a million, if not more. But there are plenty of affordable homes well below a million to be had in Burlington. While Burlington doesn't get the press of the more affluent communities like, you know, your Newtons and Brooklines and Lexingtons uh, and other greater Boston area towns, the average home still sells within 3 weeks, at least as of April 2024 and months before it, you know, indicating that it is a desirable town. If you're looking for a unique town that has all, you know, the urban conveniences with the suburbia lifestyle without emptying out your bank account, then Burlington should definitely be on your radar.